Welcome to the fifth lecture on axial flow compressors. In this session, we will discuss two numerical problems. The first question is, an axial flow compressor draws in air at 20 degrees Celsius and delivers it at 50 degrees Celsius. That is, air inlet temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, can be denoted by Ti, which is equal to, let us say, T1, that is 20 degrees Celsius plus 273. If you add, then temperature you will get in Kelvin, 293 Kelvin. And then the compressor delivers air at 50 degrees Celsius, that is the temperature of the compressed air at outlet. T final, that then can be denoted by T2, that is equal to 50 degrees Celsius plus 273 gives you the temperature in Kelvin, 323 Kelvin. Assuming 50% degree of reaction, calculate the velocity of flow and number of stages if the blade velocity is 100 meter per second. Work factor is 0.85. Assume the blades are symmetrical and air inlet and exit angle alpha is equal to 10 degrees and beta is equal to 40 degrees. And we have to assume that degree of reaction is 50%. So denoted by capital R is equal to 50%, that is equal to 0.5. And the work factor is given 0.85. See, the work factor psi, that is a ratio of actual work done to ideal work done. Ideal work done means theoretical work done or Euler work done by the impeller or rotor on the air. So this we discussed in the case of centrifugal compressor. The same factor is applicable here. So here that value psi is less than 1, that is given 0.85. And in the case of centrifugal compressors, this value psi is greater than 1. Here it is given that 0.5. So we are going to use that. And the number of stages small n we have to find out, and the axial velocity of flow, that is constant in the case of an axial flow compressor, that also needs to be found out. And the blade velocity is 100 meter per second, that is a tangential velocity of the rotor or tangential velocity of the blade, that is equal to 100 meter per second, which is at inlet and outlet of the rotor blade, that is same. U1 is equal to U2 is equal to U, and also velocity of flow Vf1 is equal to Vf2 is equal to Vf, and you can take these two conditions for granted. Assume symmetrical blading. Symmetrical blading means you consider alpha is equal to phi and beta is equal to theta. So from the inlet velocity triangle and outlet velocity triangle, the guide blade angles at inlet is alpha, guide blade angle at outlet is beta. The blade angle at inlet is theta and blade angle at outlet is phi. So symmetrical blading means this theta is equal to beta and alpha is equal to phi, which we discussed earlier. So here for symmetrical blading, the condition alpha is equal to phi is equal to 10 degrees and beta is equal to theta is equal to 40 degrees. So all the angles in fact are available now. And for symmetrical blading, we know that the degree of reaction R is available in simple form. R is equal to Vf by 2u into tan theta plus tan phi, which we derived the other day. So here degree of reaction is 0.5 is equal to Vf by 2u into tan theta plus tan phi. So cross multiply and obtain an expression for u. So u is equal to Vf into tan theta plus tan phi. It's a very simple expression you can use whenever you have a condition of symmetrical blading. And degree of reaction is 50%. So in that case, u is equal to Vf into tan theta plus tan phi, the relation between tangential velocity of the rotor blade and the axial velocity of flow. See, just consider this now. U is equal to Vf into tan theta plus tan phi, and what about Vf? So Vf is equal to u divided by tan theta plus tan phi. So u is given as 100. So 100 divided by tan theta, theta is equal to 40 and phi is equal to 10 degrees. So 100 divided by tan 40 plus tan 10. So you will get Vf is equal to 98.48 meter per second. That is the first part of the solution. And now we have to consider the work done and number of stages from this. See, the total work done of all stages, considering all stages, per unit mass of air. Per unit mass of air means specific work done. You express the work done in joule per kg. So the total work done, that is equal to Cp into T final minus T initial. So in fact this is the actual work done of all the stages together. So Cp into T2 minus T1, that is here 1005. Cp is equal to 1005 joule per kilogram Kelvin for air as a perfect gas. So 1005 into 323 minus 293, the final temperature and initial temperature at compressor outlet and inlet are available. So you have to substitute in Kelvin. So 1005 into 323 minus 293, so you will get 30,150. So 30,150 joule per kilogram is the specific work done total, considering all stages together. Specific in the sense it is expressed per unit mass of air. The unit is joule per kg. And now we consider one stage and try to find out the work done per stage. See, the ideal work done per stage is given by Euler's equation. That is VW2 minus VW1 into U for the axial flow compressor. So here VW2 minus VW1 and those world component of velocities, if you express in terms of flow velocity and the vane angles, you can express this in the form U into Vf into tan theta minus tan phi. This we derived during the previous lectures. So the ideal work done per stage or Euler's work done per stage per unit mass of air is equal to U into Vf into tan theta minus tan phi. And if you multiply this quantity by the work factor, so in this case it is 0.85. So you will get work done in one stage. So work done in one compressor stage, the actual work done per unit mass of air, so that is equal to this quantity. So you substitute now, all these values are available. So W stage, the work factor is 0.85, U is equal to 100, Vf is equal to 98.48 into tan theta, it's tan 40 minus tan phi is tan 10 degrees. So substitute this, you will get 5547.94 joule per kilogram. So this is the work done, actual work done in one stage per unit mass of air, and this is the total work done collectively in all the stages per unit mass of air. So if you divide the W total divided by W in one stage, total work done in all the stages together divided by the actual work done in one stage, you will get number of stages. So number of stages is equal to 30,150, that is the total work done, then divided by 5547.94, that is the specific work done in one stage. So you will get 5.43. So the answer to the question now, you can approximate it to number of stages, I mean a whole number. The number of stages you will get n is equal to 6. So we have the complete solution now.